Stir. Stir scanning. Fnush over there. Swoosh. Voo now. Mori's eyes blaze with determination as he charges through the crowded streets. The grand care packages from his mysterious patron scattered behind him. He's been searching for weeks, following every lead, every whisper of a mother's existence. The memory of his closest friend's reunion stings, fueling his resolve. He won't rest until he finds the one person who can bridge the gaps in his abandoned past. Mori's eyes snapped open, the blinding sunlight piercing through the grimy window of the abandoned house like 1,000 daggers. Mori's days blur together in stark contrast to the vibrant life he's about to discover. Timely meals and routine visits can't fill the void he feels after his closest friend's departure. But it's the whispered rumors of a mother for every child that truly unsettles him. The hilltop becomes his refuge, a place where he can confront the weight of his own unknown past. Mori's life had been reduced to a series of sterile rooms and institutional meals. But the day his friend, Un-soo, left the Children's Protection Center marked a turning point.
The kids at the center are too caught up in their own patron drama to pay attention to Mori's question. One boy, Matthew, is showing off a massive present he got from his patron. Mori is jealous, but he's also frustrated by the lack of clear answers about his own patron. He wants to know what it means to have someone care for him, but every time he asks, he gets different stories.
Do you know Matthew? His patron gave him massive present last time.
Mori meets a girl named Lily, who received a dress from her patron. Mori is skeptical, the dress is ugly, and he can't imagine why anyone would give it to her.
But why would the teacher lie to us? Because she just thinks we're a bunch of babies. Smack. Mori's eyes widen as he looks up at the principal, his hands starting to shake. He realizes that he's not a child anymore, trapped in a never-ending cycle of abandonment. His principal's words are like a punch to the gut. Mori feels like he's been living in a fantasy. He can't even begin to process the fact that he's been lied to his whole life. His principal's words echo in his mind. He has no mother, no father, no one. Mori's heart is racing now, his breaths coming in short bursts. He can't even think straight.
Mori's world is shattered as Fnush's nonchalant tone brutally rips away the last shred of hope he had for a heartwarming reunion with his long-absent mother. Mori's fragile sense of identity is ruthlessly stripped bare, leaving him reeling from the cruel revelation that her love was a distant memory all along. Fnush's ominous words hang in the air, leaving Mori's future precariously suspended in a state of desperate uncertainty, as he stands frozen in anticipation of the mother he may never truly know. Sniffle stocks Dean Smftv go away. Twirl twirl? But these are all your prize INEMPH. Mori's feet pounded the worn pavement as he sprinted through the city, the ache in his chest fueling his determination. I'd do the same for your mother. The words of Arya, her eyes shining with tears, echoed in his mind. Arya, now reunited with her own mother, had sparked a fire within him, the hope of finding his own. But the vast unknown stretched out before him, beckoning him to follow the thread of a mystery that would lead him into the depths of his past. Mori's counting continues, and he's now at nights. He's getting closer to his goal, but what's blocking him? His lack of knowledge about his mom's identity. Angle chat, the principal asked, and all the children gladly joined. 10 squelch. Look, my toes are all wrinkly. Plus YD WOA. PFT. What's so cool about that? Lee. Savage step, this one certainly thought it was cool. Mori's having the time of his life with Dean and the others. They're playing in the tub, laughing and splashing around. Mori's trying to rinse the soap off his hands, but it's getting everywhere. Dean's cautioning him, "Careful, Mori, you're getting the suds everywhere." Mori and Dean continue playing,
but the atmosphere's a bit awkward. Mori's not sure if Dean's just going through the motions or if there's something more going on. Mori's about to ask when he sees something that makes him pause.
Whoa.
Mori's about to learn a lesson he won't forget anytime soon. Always chew before you swallow. Dean's grinning at him, and Mori's not sure if he's having fun or humoring him. Mori decides to ask, "Huh?"
Just enjoying the ride, Mori.
Dean's laughter is infectious, but Mori's not convinced. He's about to ask another question when Dean hands him a package. Mori's wondering who his patrons are and why they give him so many presents. He's thinking maybe they're super rich and just want to spoil him. His curiosity drives him to ask questions, but his own doubts block his progress. He wants to know the truth about the gifts. Mori's eyes light up with excitement as he ponders the possibilities. It can't all be coincidence. But what if it is? No dialogue or... Mori's mind is racing with possibilities, and he starts to wonder if his patron could actually be his mother. His heart skips a beat at the thought. He wants to know the truth but is scared of the answer.
Mori stumbles upon a wildflower scent that shatters his defenses, forcing him to confront a possibility that's been hidden in the shadows of his mind for far too long. The stakes are higher than ever as Mori's long-held illusions begin to crumble, leaving him vulnerable to the harsh truth about his past and the patron who's been watching over him. As Mori's heart pounds with anticipation, the unknown stretches out before him like an endless chasm, threatening to swallow him whole if he takes another step into the abyss.
He's already on the train, leaving her behind, despite never having met. Mori's heart aches with every passing station. The thought of his mother's voice echoes in his mind, a haunting whisper he's never heard. He clutches the package sent by his mysterious patron, a reminder that someone out there cares. Mori glances out the window, the blur of passing towns a constant reminder he's still searching. His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, a nervous habit he can't shake. And that's not even the worst part. Ranch. The tension peaks. Every second matters. He walks, and the darkness swallows him whole. What comes next changes everything. Are you sure? How come it's so puny? How should know? LVLP, maybe we could just... Mori grunts as Ryder lands a solid punch to his jaw. Mori retaliates with a swift kick, but Ryder dodges it at the last second. Ryder lands another punch, and Mori stumbles backward. The train conductor shouts again, but Mori doesn't listen. He's too busy exchanging blows with Ryder. The two of them are evenly matched, their punches and kicks clashing in midair. Suddenly, Ryder lands a lucky shot, and Mori stumbles backward, off balance. Ryder takes advantage of the opening and makes a grab for Mori's wallet. Mori's eyes widen in alarm. He can't let Ryder steal his precious care package money.
No.
Mori recovers quickly, his eyes flashing with determination. He charges forward, fists flying. We're nervous. Mori is alone. He wants to know where he is. Mori looks around, his eyes scanning the empty. His hands are clenched into fists, his knuckles white with tension.
What's going on?
Mori doesn't respond. He's too busy trying to process his surroundings. Suddenly, a small beep echoes through the air, and a tiny figure appears before him. The tiny figure is a small child. It wants to reassure Mori that he's safe. The child speaks in a high-pitched voice. Hiya, kid. Scared you, ditst? It's okay. I've got you now. Wanna be friends? This is Ida. I created it. Mori looks at the child warily. Mori's heart is racing as he tries to gauge the distance between himself and the approaching figure. He's been sold before he knows what the auctioneer's voice sounds like. A rustling sound comes from behind, and Mori's instincts scream at him to move. He's been caught before, and the memory sends a wave of fear through him.
If I were to auction him off now.
Mori's body is pinned to the ground by an unseen force, his vision blurring as he struggles to break free, his fate hanging precariously in the balance. Mori's heart is racing with a mix of fear and desperation as he's caught off guard, leaving him vulnerable and exposed, his will to survive now hanging by a thread. As Mori's dazed eyes lock onto the figure looming over him, the sound of the figure's labored breathing sends a chill down his spine, leaving the outcome of their confrontation shrouded in uncertainty.
The tension peaks. Every second matters. I was worried the rider's body temperature might or op, so the U seemed to need some high aeration. Yutun. Any RS proxy, yeah. Oh. The tension peaks. Every second matters. Patch. RS proxy Yutun. NEATN. But the rider thought. Mori's eyes blazed with determination as he pored over the map, his fingers tracing the route to his mother's supposed location. I'm not just searching for a name, he muttered to himself. I'm searching for a home. Mori's eyes widened as he stared at the grand care package in front of him. Again. What's the big deal about these food packets, right? He muttered, ripping open the box and revealing a stash of his favorite instant noodles. Mori's vision starts to blur again, and he feels himself being pulled towards the rider. He tries to resist, but his body is too weak. The rider's grip is too strong, and Mori feels himself being dragged away from the only person he's ever known. And that's where the story ends for now. But what happens next will change everything. The rider's intentions are still unclear, and Mori's future is uncertain. Mori looks at the rider with a mixture of excitement and fear. He's not thinking about his temperature. He's too caught up in the moment. The rider's face is tense, and their voice is laced with worry. Mori's hands start to move on their own, trying to draw something. The rider tries to intervene, but Mori's fingers are too fast. He's creating something from nothing, and it's taking a toll on his body. And that's not even the worst part. The tension peaks. Every second matters.
Mori's hands move on their own, furiously drawing a world that blurs and distorts around him. His creator's eyes fixed in a mix of horror and wonder as his master's life hangs in the balance. Mori's newfound sense of freedom is a double-edged sword, bringing him an unbridled creativity, but also a crippling cost to his physical and emotional well-being, leaving him at the mercy of his creator's whims. A tense standoff unfolds as Mori's rider struggles to intervene, but it's too late. Mori's drawing has reached a fever pitch, the stakes higher than ever, with disaster looming on the horizon, the very fabric of their bond on the brink of being torn apart.
Connor. I've got this, Mori. You just get out of here now. Brian. Mori doesn't hesitate. He sprints towards the burning building, his friend's desperate voice echoing in his mind. Ryder's closest friend is counting on him, and he's not going to let them down. Mori takes a step back, his eyes fixed on the burning building. The flames are dying down, but the smoke is still thick. His heart is still pounding in his chest. Mori knows they're not safe yet. The fire might be out, but the real danger is just beginning. Mori takes a deep breath and starts to move the child away from the building, his eyes scanning the surrounding area for any sign of danger. He knows they can't stay here. They need to find a safe place to hide. But where? And what's waiting for them outside? Mori's eyes widen as he sees Ryder, Ivan, and a child rushing towards the burning building. Mori rushes towards Ryder, but he's not watching the stairs. He's watching the flames engulfing the building. He's frozen, unsure of what to do. The smoke is starting to clear, and Mori sees Ivan rushing in with a fire extinguisher. He's not thinking, he's just acting.
Sparkle. And Ivan puts out the fire just in time, but the real danger is just beginning.
Mori looks around, dazed, and sees Ivan standing over him, a look of concern on his face. He's shaken, but Ivan's cape is wrapped around his shoulders, keeping him warm. He's not cold. He's not hot, he's just alive.
Hold.
Mori's eyes lock onto Ryder's, and he sees something there. Ryder's voice is firm, but laced with a hint of sadness. To man, Mori's mind is reeling. What does it mean? What is Ryder talking about? Mori feels a shiver run down his spine. He is on the edge of something. Mori's eyes blazed with determination as he clutched the worn map, the same one he'd stared at countless times in the Protection Center's library. With every step, he felt the weight of his new reality, a mother who didn't know him, a life that began in anonymity. A spark within him ignited, and he whispered, "I won't be forgotten."
The key action or twist of this chapter. Mori's eyes blaze with determination as he clutches the worn map, his mind fixated on finding his mother. But the meaning behind Ryder's cryptic words hangs precariously in the balance. The emotional stakes what a character gained or lost. Mori gains a sense of purpose, driving him to find his mother. Yet the cost of this newfound resolve is the loss of innocence, leaving him to confront the harsh realities of his unknown past. The cliffhanger, what is left dangerously unresolved going forward. Ryder's intentions for keeping Mori safe from the forest's dangers are called into question, as the child inches closer, fueled by an unyielding determination, leaving uncertainty and tension hanging in the air.
The tension peaks. Every second matters. The tension peaks. Every second matters. The tension peaks. Every second matters. Hey kid, you're awake. Perfect timing. Check it out. We're arrived at the town. Room chatter. The tension peaks. Every second matters. Kid, Mori, is suddenly thrust into a new reality. He's in a children's protection center, surrounded by strangers, and a mysterious patron sends him grand care packages. Mori's world is about to change, and he's not sure why. He looks around, trying to process this new life, but it's clear he's still working out who he is and where he belongs. No looking unless you're ready to pay. Now get lost. TSK. I guess you stick out here a lot more than I thought. You appear to be quite popular, Mr. Mori. Ch. Step chatter, ho, is it yours? Ask him, can we touch yourself? What? Mori's eyes snap open, and he stares straight into Ryder's, a mix of curiosity and fear on his face. Ryder's smile is wide, but his tone is cautious, sensing something is off. Valentine stands beside Ryder, eyeing Mori with a practiced air. Mori wants to know the price of the replacement battery, but Kid is asking about something more. Kid's voice is low and urgent. Ah, Stone of Tomas. Stone of what? You don't know. Mori's brow furrows in confusion as he tries to understand what Kid is asking. Kid wants Mori to understand the gravity of his situation, but Mori is too focused on the task at hand. Mori's hands are shaking, and his eyes are fixed on the stone in Kid's hand. Kid's voice rises in alarm as he says, "Lack, way goodness, calm down." Mori's gaze snaps to Kid, and for a moment, they lock eyes. Trudy Gvu. Mori's eyes snap open. He looks around, confused, disoriented. He tries to sit up, but his body aches all over. A gentle hand on his shoulder pushes him back down.
Easy, Kid. Mori's gaze follows the voice to a kind-faced woman with a warm smile. His eyes narrow slightly, unsure of how to react. The woman's expression softens, and she speaks reassuringly. You're safe now.
The kid's hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, his eyes darting back and forth. The woman's grip on his shoulder tightens slightly, a gentle warning. Mori's breathing quickens, and he tries to sit up again. The woman's voice rises, firm but soothing.
Mori's body convulses as the stone's energy rips through him, threatening to consume him whole as he desperately tries to resist its crushing power. Mori's sense of security is shattered as he's forced to confront the overwhelming reality of his situation, leaving him feeling vulnerable and exposed, his trust in Arya wavering. The kid's eyes flash with a desperate determination. His breathing quickens, and his hands move with a frantic urgency, foreshadowing a reckoning that will change everything, leaving only chaos in its wake.
Hatter chatter, huh? Where the heck did he go? More! Ow! What was that about? Lane. Hey, stop right there. You there. Stop. Just hang on for a sec. I said stop. See? Mori Lane's senses are on high alert as he detects a life source with body heat coming from a pocket. The target is kidnap someone more. We need to intercept it, Mori. You dash up the stairs and I'll cover the ground. Click. The sound of Mori's blaster fires.
Stop. You're not going to kidnap anyone else.
The kidnapper spins around, and I see a glimmer of something in their hand. Mori, what do you see? And that's not even the worst part. The kidnapper spins around, and I see a glimmer of something in their hand. Mori, what do you see? VMMM scanning town now. Obstacle? Calculated possible routes. Beep 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 based on the target's current speed and path. It is now starting navigation. Whoosh. With a fierce determination burning in his heart, Mori descends the creaky stairs, his footsteps echoing through the deserted hallway of the Children's Protection Center. The harsh fluorescent lights above cast an unforgiving glare on the scene, but Mori's eyes are fixed on the door ahead. His thoughts are consumed by the enigmatic patron's words, "Your mother awaits." Mori's eyes widened as he gazed upon the sprawling sandcastle, its intricate details a testament to the love and effort that went into its creation, just like the care packages from his mysterious patron. OWR, tell me you're joking, eh? Beep 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 now, Ryder. Flip. Crumbs rumble. Turn 000000000. Mori Lane sprints through the forest, desperate to escape Hatter, who's hot on his heels. His heart pounds in his chest. Every snap of a twig makes him jump. His breath comes in short bursts. He's furious Hatter's been chasing him for what feels like an eternity. Mori's hands brush against the pocket in his jacket, fingers closing around the small, warm bundle inside. This is his chance to finally uncover the truth. Hatter's voice echoes through the trees, his words dripping with urgency. Mori's instincts scream at him to keep running, but he hesitates. Mori's hands tremble as he reaches into the pocket. The small bundle is warm, alive. He pulls it out, and a soft cry escapes the tiny creature's mouth. Mori's heart swells. This is it, the moment he's been searching for. But Hatter's not done yet.
Cut the bull. Take him out right now.
Mori's eyes dart around, searching for a place to hide. Hatter's speed increases, his footsteps lighter, almost inaudible. Mori's body tenses up, ready to pounce at any moment. But Hatter isn't interested in hiding. He's after something or someone. Mori's grip on the pocket tightens, and he takes a step forward.
You're not what I expected.
Mori's desperate sprint through the forest is halted as he hesitates, torn between escape and his burning desire to confront Hatter, his heart pounding in anticipation of a fierce showdown. Mori's world is forever changed as he finally holds the precious bundle in his hands, the warmth and life pulsing through it a testament to the love and sacrifice that now bonds him to this precious creature. The fate of the tiny life in Mori's pocket hangs precariously in the balance as Hatter's pursuit closes in, the air thick with tension, the sound of approaching footsteps a deadly countdown to a heart-wrenching decision.
His hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice. Connor's been living on his own for as long as he can remember, but he's never felt this lost before. Connor takes his first steps out of the abandoned house, and a new world opens up for him. The The rescue team is right behind him, but Mori wants to get away from them. He remembers the feeling of being alone, and it terrifies him. Connor runs as fast as he can, but he doesn't know where he's going. The city is big and he's small. Every step he takes makes him feel more like a child.
Nahalo? Are you listening? You're ignoring me? How dare you? Who do you think you are? Trickle ha.
Connor hears the sound of riders' footsteps getting closer, and then they're moving at a sprint. Connor's heart is racing. He's never run so fast in his life. Riders' words are a constant reminder of their danger. We have to get out of here. Mori's going to get us caught. Connor's eyes are fixed on the exit, his mind racing with possibilities.
Go, now.
But what if they don't make it? What if Ryder's plan backfires? Connor feels the rush of adrenaline as they burst through the exit. They're moving so fast, Connor's not even sure where they're going. Ryder's grip on his arm is like a vice. He's not letting go anytime soon.
Connor's legs are screaming in protest as Ryder's grip on his arm tightens, propelling him through the crowded streets with a fierce determination, their lives hanging precariously in the balance. The weight of Ryder's words cuts deep, leaving Connor shaken and vulnerable, struggling to come to terms with the harsh realities of his situation. His trust in their friendship forever changed. As they hurtle towards the unknown, Ryder's cryptic warning echoes through the air. Whale's cradle, hold on tight, leaving Connor with a sense of foreboding and unease, the darkness gathering ominously on the horizon.
Mori's eyes blaze with determination as he grabs his meager belongings, ready to shatter the comfort of the Children's Protection Center that's become his only home. The memory of his closest friend's tearful reunion with her mother still lingers, fueling his resolve to find his own mother. For the first time, Mori feels the sting of uncertainty and the weight of a burning question. What if he's not like everyone else? Mori's eyes blazed with a fierce determination as he gazed up at the poster, the words mother and waiting burning into his mind like a battle cry. His closest friend, Arya, had found her mother, but Mori's search remained futile. Mori's breath comes in short bursts as he frantically searches for a solution. The light source radiates an intense heat that threatens to engulf him. He recalls the care packages and the mysterious patron's words of encouragement. Mori's resolve strengthens. He won't give up now. His body tenses, ready to face the consequences of his actions. The concentrated light source is mere steps away, its power coursing through the air like a living entity. Mori's senses go on high alert as he prepares for the worst. Fenno's voice is a distant memory, but Mori's determination remains. His heart pounds in his chest, and his hand tightens around the care package. Mori steps out of the car, his boots crunching on the gravel driveway. The abandoned house looms before him, a reminder of his uncertain past. Fenno's voice whispers in his mind, a comforting presence in the darkness. Mori takes a deep breath, steeling himself for what's to come.
This place has changed one bit. Mori's eyes scan the desolate landscape, searching for signs of life.
Mori's eyes widen as he takes in the sight of the children playing in the courtyard. Their laughter is music to his ears, a balm to his weary soul. Fenno's words echo in his mind, a reminder of the purpose that drives him forward. Mori's heart swells with determination. And that's not even the worst part. Mori's hands are shaking, but his grip on the handlebars remains firm. He checks the rearview mirror, searching for any sign of Fenno. His heart is racing, and he knows they're running out of time. The concentrated light source is closing in, and the stakes are higher than ever. Mori's thoughts are a jumbled mess, but he focuses on the road ahead, his determination growing with every passing second. He yells out to Fenno, Ida, change of plans. Let's get back on the bike.
Step back.
Mori doesn't hesitate, his body already moving as he takes evasive action.
Mori's bike screeches to a halt at the end of the alleyway, his chest heaving as he locks eyes with Feno, her face etched with relief and desperation. Mori has gained a fleeting moment of hope, but Feno's desperation is a stark reminder of the danger they're still in, leaving him questioning their chances of survival. The concentrated light source is closing in, its source unidentifiable and deadly, leaving Mori and Feno mere seconds from being consumed by an unseen, unrelenting force.
Mori's eyes narrow, his grip on the hilt of his blade tightening. He's desperate. He knows he can't take on this guy alone. The opponent is massive, with muscles bulging under his skin. Mori's hands won't stop moving. He checks the exit twice, weighing his options. He realizes the truth: this fight is already lost. His training is no match for this behemoth's brute strength. I don't know, man. My odds are better than his, but still. With each passing day, the mysterious patron's care packages fuel Mori's determination to find his own mother. His friend, whose reunion with her mother had left him feeling empty, now seems like a distant memory as Mori's resolve hardens. He will not be left behind. His thoughts consumed by the thought of a family he's never known, Mori sets out on a perilous journey with the faint hope of a mother's love. Mori unleashes a devastating combination of punches, his fists flying in a blur as he yells, "Revmit!" Ryder's voice echoes in Mori's mind, "Abel." Mori's expression twists in rage. He's not going to let anyone get in his way. And that's not even the worst part. They have no intention to attack. Now, if we can just make it to the bridge. The tension peaks. Every second matters. The tension peaks. Every second matters. Mori feels his heart pounding in his chest. Ryder glances back at him, his eyes locked onto Mori's. Mori's breath comes in short bursts. He's not sure if he's ready for what's coming next. And that's not even the worst part. I don't see any way out. Mori spots the opponent charging towards them. Ryder readies his bike. The bike's engine roars. Mori feels the rush of adrenaline as Ryder starts deactivating the bike's pedals. Mori's instincts scream at him to grab something, anything to defend himself.
Get down.
Mori drops to the ground as the opponent swings his massive fist. As Mori hurtled through the dusty highway on his rickety bicycle, the wind whipping his messy hair into a frenzy, he couldn't shake the searing memory of Jin's reunion with her mother. The joy had been palpable, but Mori's envy had been a biting ache. He had to know, was his own happiness doomed to be a myth, forever out of reach? Ryder readies his bike, and Mori feels a rush of adrenaline. The bike's engine roars, and Mori knows they're in for a wild ride. The opponent charges towards them, and Mori feels his heart racing. Ryder takes a deep breath and steps forward, eyes fixed on the opponent. It's now or never. And that's not even the worst part. What comes next changes everything.
Mori drops to the ground as the opponent swings his massive fist. Ryder's eyes locked onto the charging figure with a fierce determination, the air thick with desperation and adrenaline. Mori's relationship with Ryder has reached a new level of intimacy, showering him with comforts. But the harsh reality of Ryoko's departure has left him reeling, his heart heavy with loss and longing. The opponent closes in, Ryder's bike roaring to life, the sound echoing through the desolate landscape. Mori's heart racing with anticipation as he waits for the next move, the outcome hanging precariously in the balance.